Welcome to the Brian Murray Show, a real estate show, New Jersey style. Today's discussion point is going to be, what's the right temperature for having an open house? That's both outside and in. So it's a two-part answer. Outside, what's the right temperature? What's going to drive the most traffic aside from all of my great marketing? What would be the limiting factors or the things that are going to have more traffic come because of the weather? So you don't want to have a day that's too bad. You don't want to do an open house in a snowstorm, in a hurricane, when it's pouring rain, freezing outside, times when it's really hard and people would rather just hunker down inside and say, hey, you know, there'll be another weekend. A lot of people who are coming to an open house, they don't necessarily need to see the property that day, that time. Even if it's just come on the market, they'll say to themselves, hey, open house is Sunday, there's a storm coming, let me make an appointment for Saturday, let me make an appointment for Monday or Tuesday. So bad weather will slow down an open house. Secondly, it can't be too nice out. If it's a 75-degree day in January, people are at the park. People are out running. People are out enjoying the city because they know it might be 100 days before they get out again. So too nice, too poor, that's a problem. And then what's the right temperature inside? If it's cold outside, it should be warm inside, uncomfortably warm. When they walk through the door from being cold outside, it's like it warms them in seconds. Conversely, if it's really hot outside, when they come in, it should be chillingly cold. It should be like, this is the best feeling ever. Because that first impression is what they're going to take away mentally. So if it's hot outside, it should be cold inside. And if it's cold inside, it should be hot outside. This is today's discussion point. Today's hot topic is about the burbs. Moving to the burbs, not moving to the burbs. I've been holding seminars for almost a decade with my suburban partners, helping folks from Hoboken, Jersey City, surrounding towns, move to the burbs, or not move to the burbs, but getting some information so they can make an informed decision. Really, at this time of the year is when people start to think about, hey, if we're really going to move to the burbs, this would be the time we have to start thinking about it. And mainly for two reasons. One is that most people want to move sometime when they have school-age children between the end of school and the beginning of the next school year. So it gives them about a 12-week window to get a home closed in that time. So if they have to sell a home, they're really starting to prepare to put their home on the market March 1st, February 15th to April 15th is that zone. So right now, people are starting to think about the burbs. And the second reason that they're starting to think about the burbs is because if they have small kids that have just started to apply maybe for the Hoboken charter schools, the lottery happens right about now, and they find out whether or not they've gotten into a school that they've chosen that they want to stay and go to for the next several years. Or if they haven't, maybe they're considering the burbs right at this time. So those are two important reasons why this is the burbs time. Now, the three things that I talk about most in my seminars and helping folks are: one is the commute, two is the community, and three are the schools. Most folks from Hoboken, Jersey City, and surrounding towns are concerned about high-rated schools, a commute of an hour or less from their town directly into Manhattan, and the communities. Everybody wants Hoboken in the burbs. They want a walkable downtown. We could go through some of those reasons why that is a good idea and not a good idea in later episodes. But those are the three things: the commute, the community, and the schools. If you are thinking about the burbs and have some questions about that, again, I work with suburban partners in all the key towns that are the starter towns where people start to look from Hoboken and Jersey City. There's about 6 or 7 of them total, and that's where people start their base search and then they expand outward from there. Remember, searching for a town is no different than searching for a home. It's a process of elimination, not selection. This is today's hot topic. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, we're talking about pre-K and kindergarten. Let's talk about Hoboken's free pre-K and all-day for 3 and 4-year-olds and all-day free kindergarten. That's good. It actually drives the Hoboken housing market and most of the economy in Hoboken. People don't want to talk about that, but the fact that we have full-day 3 and 4-year-old pre-K and full-day kindergarten and it's free drives a lot of the businesses and what types of businesses are here, a lot of the demographics of what kinds of families are here versus singles versus retirees, and the fact that it exists really causes the whole housing economy to move here in Hoboken. So that's the good. The bad is that there's a lottery. There's just not enough room for everybody in the charter schools that are here. People want to go to some of the charter schools. There's a dual language charter school as well as a couple of others, and they have massive applications for very few spots. A lot of times the spots are taken up by siblings, so sometimes there's only 2 or 3 spots total in the class. So the bad is that it is a lottery. It's not a guarantee that you're going to end up with a charter school. And even for the public school, for the pre-K, as a pre-K 3, it's a tough thing to get into. So the bad is that it's tight. And the ugly is sometimes people might say that the lottery system is slightly unfair. The fact that a sibling gets in over just somebody who doesn't have a sibling there for something that they really want to go to, such as one of these charter schools, seems a little unfair. You'll also see maybe that some politicians might have their kids in these charter schools, and you wonder, is that a random event that all of the politicians somehow ended up in the charter schools, or is that maybe a little less random than it is being advertised for? So that is the ugly part of the whole pre-K system. That's today's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today's inspiration. Luck is not as random as you think. Before that lottery ticket won the jackpot, someone had to buy it. Thanks, Vera Nazarene, for those words of wisdom. This has been the Brian Murray Show. Thank you for watching. If you found any of the information useful, please follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, or at themurraypropertygroup.com for all of my episodes. And if there's anything that you disagree about, please reach out to me and I'll show you why you're wrong.